Say good morning. You're clearly prepared for the interview this morning. I reckon you two guys must be absolutely the envy of every 16 and 14-year-old to be where you are in the home of space in Cape Canaveral. What have you been up to there?
Well, today obviously we went to the Kennedy Space Center and we looked around there, which was very cool.
Yeah, and what else have you done?
And we got to see the launch of the I-6 F2 satellite. That was really cool. I mean, it's the launch of a real satellite in real life.
It looks like quite a spectacle. How close were you to it, and how kind of overwhelming and amazing? And this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience you'll never forget.
Well, we're the closest you can get, so it was very incredible to see.
Now, you both won a competition to get there because you came up with some amazing ideas for sort of commercial ideas in space in the future. And it was Tim Peake, of course, the British astronaut who judged it. Can you both tell us what the project was that you came up with that caught Tim Peake's eye and made him think that you were the two guys who should be going to Canaveral?
Well, my idea was that at the moment there is a problem with data centers and the heat that they produce and that it affects the environment. So my idea was to take the idea of data centers and use an array of satellites around the Earth that would be able to communicate together and quickly transfer and store data from around the globe.
And then my idea was a cheap and eco-friendly source of energy. And this would be achieved by using solar panels on a satellite and then getting energy from the sun using the solar panels and then beaming that down to Earth through the satellite. And that could be a cheap way.
Yeah.
I certainly think that tapping the solar power in space without all the interference of the atmosphere is a fantastic idea. And as for the idea of beaming information around the world from space, I think you guys are going to go a long way. What's next? Are you going to be on The Apprentice?
I mean, has anybody told you whether or not there are commercial possibilities in what you've come up with? Have you got people beating down the door saying, we'd like to buy this?
Well, they said they're looking into both of our ideas already before, but yeah.
Yeah. OK, and can I just finally ask you both, have you got ambitions to actually go into space yourself, or do you just want to be those boffins who sit in the control room and organise everything?
I think this has definitely motivated, at least me, to pursue a career in aerospace.
Superb.
But to actually go into space? Do you want to be a spaceman?
To go into space, that's a whole different idea. Strapping yourself to a massive rocket, risking your life like that, maybe that's not quite my cup of tea.
Yeah.
So you're going to be a boffin in the control room instead, yes?
Well, I would like to design the rockets.
Wow.
Well, I love your ambitions. And as I say, I think you must be, there must be young boys and girls all over the country who say, oh, my gosh, I wish I could be there in their place. But how much longer are you going to be there?
We leave on Sunday evening.
So that's tomorrow. Well, look, have a great time. And, oh, my goodness, I think we're looking at two space engineers of the future. Thank you both very much indeed for joining us, Simon and